Hello, hello, hello. What is going on, everybody? How we doing? Happy Thirsty Thursday, Friday Eve. I hope we're doing well. Let's see. We have Buns, Lauren, Pokey Newbie, hello, Troy. Matt, I saw him. How we doing, guys? Also, like Mun said, congrats, Lauren, to your Pokey Rev signed toilet seat. That's pretty. It's something cool. Pokey Newbie said, almost like making some random drunk person famous for a stupid reason and giving them millions of dollars is a bad idea. True. Yeah, I'll talk about that real quick before we get into the content. I saw, so that Hawk Tuah girl, Haley Welch, she put out a crypto coin. And she had some people who decided that it was a good idea to push it with her. So they did this whole thing, and the people that bought it are as dumb as the people that sold it. They sold millions and millions of it, and the main problem is apparently the people that owned it had bought the crypto coin right when it launched, like immediately, like right before and immediately when it launched. So they bought it for like $0 essentially, and when everybody else bought it and it got big, they then sold it immediately. So clearly a scam. It's the same as the whole Logan Paul crypto thing. So yeah, the Hawk Tuah girl is going to be talked to a courtroom very soon. What's going on, Alex K? How we doing? I hope you are doing well. $100 for a toilet lid or the whole seat? I mean, hey, listen. Lauren's got a one-of-a-kind piece of art right now. She truly does. What's going on, Alex F., Mr. Hoot? How you doing? Happy Thursday to you. So what are we doing today? Today we are going to be doing a couple tier lists. I saw one that was like a live tier list, so we'll do that as well. We'll also be talking about a couple things on YouTube, and yeah. I created a tier list today too for us to do. So one that's kind of interactive with chat. Thought it'd be fun. I'll sign a toilet seat and sell it to you for $75. Be careful what you wish for, J-May. Be very careful what you wish for. Green is greater than gray. True, Jay. Very true. Also, I hope you've been able to settle in well, Jay, since your trip to America. I hope your hangover hasn't been like a week and a half, 2 week long hangover. Toilet coin? Something like that actually did happen. Something similar to a toilet coin. A streamer by the name of Paymoney Wubby took a picture of his extremely disgusting looking bathroom and his toilet. I think it was like 2 years ago, and sold it as a NFT of sorts. And I think it got up to like $350,000 or something stupid like that. It was wild. I just popped 2 melatonin so I can sleep like a normal human. That's fair. I remember when melatonin used to work. I remember. All right, let us get into our cost total to warm up the stream. Everyone can get their little snacky snacks and prepare. We have Foster Farms turkey hot dogs. It's a 6 count, 1 pound. They're the same if you're colorblind. Now keep in mind these are turkey dogs, so they're going to be a little more expensive than regular hot dogs. It's typically the case, which is very strange to me that turkey is considered such like a prime cut when it comes to like these type of foods. Very weird. Space Daddy eats hot dogs for the shape and the girth, J-May. And the girth. I see $9.99, I see $6.99. Lower than $9.99. We'll put in Lauren's answer here of $6.99. It is slightly higher than that. I saw a $7.99 from J-May. What's going on, Junior? How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Oh. So it is higher than $6.99, but lower than $7.99. So there's one, yes, there's one right answer. Mr. Hoop put it in first. Lauren says $6.50. Lauren, I'm a Lauren. Oh, you sweet prince. I'm gonna need you to I'm gonna need you to lock in for a second, all right? You poor, sweet, little, innocent devil woman. Congrats, Mr. Hoot. You got it right. Enjoy your 6-count turkey dogs. All right, before we get into our tier list, there is one thing I wanted to do on stream today. Certain events occurred in the Pokemon space recently, and somebody got scammed. Well, not scammed. They got robbed, essentially, out of their evolutions boxes. And that person mistook their green bag, it was supposedly green, but it turned out they had a gray bag instead. So, in honor of that person, today we are going to be taking a colorblind test. You want a copy of the home version of the game? I figured now would be the perfect time to test our vision here in chat and to make sure that we can properly identify whether something is gray or green. It's all gray to me. Oh, I've done this before. So this website, I believe these are like special glasses that allow you to see color. That's this company in Chroma. So we are not wearing the Enchroma glasses. Alright. So we have to identify which number is here. I am legally blind without contacts. I can attest that Lauren is definitely... Wait, we're timed? Alright. Some of these I'm a little like, eh. No thanks, continue to results. Congrats, you can see up to 1 million distinct shades of color. 1 in 12 men and 1 in 200 women with color blindness may only see up to 10% of the colors you see. Get fucked, idiots. I'm basically a superhuman. You know what I'm saying? I would hope that being in the business that I am in and doing design, that I would not be visually impaired in this way, or it would cause a lot of problems for what I do. Let's not get carried away, newbie. Hey, that's fair. That is fair. Alright, here's the content I wanted to do today, mostly. What we're doing is they showed all of the Terrestrial Festival SARs. So I put together this list of all the SARs here. And we are going to speculate today on stream on what we think the English prices of these cards are going to be on release week. A color tier list? I thought this would be fun because I do see a lot of people speculating prices for a lot of these cards. And I was like, you know, we haven't done this for a set before. Maybe this is something we can do moving forward. We can save it and then see if we were right, you know? Now, I'm not going to know some of the names of these cards. I'm going to keep it a buck with you. I know this first one is Crispin, right? I actually love this idea. I'm glad you like it. That's Crispin. So this Crispin SAR. What are we thinking, chat? The tiers that we have are $500 plus. There's probably going to be very few cards that go into this tier, but you know there's probably going to be one or two. There's a $200 plus tier, $100 plus, $50 plus, $25 plus, and then $5 plus. Crispin on release is going to be 25. I see 25, 25. I see 5. I think it will be a $25 card as well. It is a more known trainer in this era, and I think it will definitely float down to the $5 plus zone. But again, this is release, so I think on release, $25 is fair. Who is this? This is... I'm pretty sure I named this file Cool Trainer Ryan. I'm pretty sure that's what I named this trainer. Drayden. Gotcha. Drayton. This is basically just emo Ryan. $5 plus. I could see that for this card. I could see that. I think that's fair. I want to say 25 as well. I think this card right here is probably going to like float around the $15 mark on release, and it's probably going to drop down to like $8. Next up, we have one of the masks. This, I don't know which mask is this. This is this the uh I it's like the gray one or something like that, right? The colorblind mask. The cornerstone mask. The colors on it are okay. They're not bad. $5 plus. It'll be more than the trainers. So, what I'm thinking with these is, I'm pretty sure, and I agree, I think these are going to be on release probably around like 35 bucks. I have a feeling. I think some will be more than others. Especially for looks. And yeah, playability is a factor as well. I wish I could have done, I wish I had the time to like actually translate all of these so we could see exactly what they do. But I did not. Not 50, but more than trainers. I agree. Like I said, I think it'll be around like the $35 spot. This is Feet Girl. I think Feet Girl is probably gonna be like here, maybe. We might see that card around $20. We might see it at more. But I think, again, in English, I think it's gonna be less than in Japanese for that card. 50? You guys think 50? Really? 50 plus? I'm down. I mean, yeah, I guess technically release, right? It could very well. I'm down with putting it there. Pokemon's wild for this card. They are absolutely wild. You better all pray that Crane's Collectibles does not pull that card on stream. For the sake of all of our retinas. Next up we have Lacey. I like this card. I think this card's really cool. Kind of reminds you of the Miriam, like that same sort of like thicker outline art style. I could see this Lacey being a 50 plus card myself. Troy says, nope, get it away from me. Troy, you pulled a lot of Lacey's. In what was it, Stellar Crown? Troy was out here pulling hella Lacey's. I agree, $50 card. Yeah, I truly think that this card will be a $50 card. And I think it'll probably float down to roughly like the $20, $25 range after a few weeks. 3 all from Crane. I rigged them all for him. That's crazy. That is crazy. Now, Espeon. Espeon. This one is going to be a little bit of a speculation here, because I don't think Espeon is going to hit the 500 plus mark. I think Espeon, however, on release, will hit the 200 plus mark. $100 plus, $100 plus. I think Espeon, to be quite honest with you, on release is going to be like a $270 card, $280 card. Judging by how hyped people are for specific evolutions, this one seems to be like a top 3 for a lot of people. If pull rates are difficult, I think that on release all evolutions will be 500 plus. You might be right. You absolutely could be right, Lauren. The pull rates, I mean, you're guaranteed an SIR or an SAR in each Japanese box, but in English you're not guaranteed anything. So you absolutely could be correct. We'll put it here for now, and at the end of the tier list we can kind of maneuver some things. This is the Fire Mask Ogerpon, right? This card, this Fire Mask, I can definitely see it being 50 plus. I can see this sitting around like the $60, $70 range on release. If there's multiple 500 plus boxes, are going to be expensive. Oh, Jay made the... It's going to be nearly impossible. Unless you know somebody, or unless you catch it quick, it is going to be impossible to get any ETBs of this at MSRP. It's going to be rough. $25 plus for the mask. It could be. I think on release though, the colors on this one was something people were really hyped about. It's going to take some time for it to flatten. Yeah, it'll take a while. It'll take a while. This set, though, I truly believe, just as we saw with Crown Zenith, I truly believe this set is going to be just printed for the next couple years. At least the next two to 3 years. So, I'm glad I'm tight with my LCS. It's good to know people. Especially for sets like this. The mask, yeah. I mean, I can see 40, I can see 45. I just think on release it's gonna sit at like 60. Glaceon. See, this is where I kind of agree with Lauren a little bit though, because I think I'll put Espeon up here. Because Glaceon, I can see 200 plus. I don't know if Glaceon's going to hit the 500 mark, though. I already got my pre-orders for the ETBs. Yeah, any of this that you see that's available and is cost effective, again, do not buy any of this set if it is not floating around MSRP. It's just not worth it. It's not worth the FOMO to just buy so much of this set at a ridiculous cost. It really is not. Glaceon is definitely high, 100 plus, yeah. I'm thinking 220, 260. Yeah, I can see Glaceon sitting around like that 250 mark. What is this Iron Jugulus? Is that what this card is? I think this, in my opinion, is one of the worst looking SARs in this whole entire set. There's not a lot of love put into it. I'm just gonna get what I can like I did for 151. That's fair. I'm honestly, for the first time ever, probably going to buy more Japanese product than English product for this set. It's just way easier to get. And if I ever do a break of this set in particular with the Japanese product, it'll probably be it'll be everybody probably gets their own box, and then I'll throw in like a couple English packs of some other stuff as well, because I'd rather not like sell 3 or 4 packs of this in a break when there's a guaranteed SAR in each box. I think it's fair that everybody would just get their own box, you know? This card I think will be floating around. Again, I don't know what it does, but it'll be around the 50 plus mark. I like that for Japanese for sure. Yeah, I just can't, in my mind, like I just can't justify opening a Japanese box and taking lots out for breaks. I can't justify it. You think Iron Jugulus would be 100 plus? It could be. It very well could be. Like I said, I don't know what the ability does on it. If the ability's crazy. What is the Iron Jugulus alt sitting at right now in English? The one that came out. Let me look. Iron Jugulus. Or was there an alt for it? Oh, there was the art rare for it. That's what it was. Yeah, I think this card will be 50 plus. I think. Oh, Jugulus is the dragon? What's going on, son of a merc? How we doing? See, I couldn't tell with this, like, at all. Just because of how it's, like, looking face forward, it's weird. With how they have been printing Japanese, I wonder what the low point will be. Yeah, that's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. I know Sakura's card shop just got like 5,000 Japanese boxes, and has like another order to get another like 4,000 to 5,000 or something like that. So it's obviously gonna be printed out the ass. Mystic would know these Pokemon? Mystic didn't even know that the Bulbasaur from Stellar Crown was a regular card and not a promo. Isn't that just the audacity? I don't know who this is, but that's a 25 plus card to me. On release. Actually, nah, maybe I'll put it here. It's really hard to say. Leafeon, 200 plus, easily. Everyone doubted me when I said that Leafeon VMAX was going to be one of the top Evolving Skies cards, most expensive because it's beautiful. They said no, that card isn't one of the best evolutions. And now look at it. It is thriving like the little leaf boy it should. Leafeon 500 plus. Really? Really? Leafy Boy is great. I love the art on this. It's so cool. The Sad Mask. It's super clean. Yeah, I really enjoy the coloring on it. Like all of the gray that's in here. Super cool. $25 plus for the water mask. That's what I'm thinking too. Again, this is not going off of any of the abilities, really. Because we know that some of these cards are going to be more playable than others, so they're probably going to be a little more expensive. This is just based off of the popularity or hype of the card, essentially. And again, we are looking at this for English prices, not the Japanese prices. This is English release week. Vaporeon. Now, this one, I have trouble deciding where the price is probably going to set for Vaporeon. I have no idea. I love the art on this Vaporeon. I think it's sick. Daddy shapeshifted into Rattle and vented on cams. Wild. What's going on, Ark? How we doing? First of all, if I ever shapeshifted into Rattle, the first thing I would do is throw myself into traffic. Peachy Squeechy, that's good to hear. Troy said 500 plus for Vaporeon. I can see it. I can see it. This is the first time, too, that we are getting Vaporeon, Flareon, and Jolteon as actual technical alt arts and not just promos. So that's going to be something that's extremely hype for people. And I think that for that reason in English, they're going to hold a lot of value for a while. What's going on, Breck? How we doing? Happy Friday Eve to you. Out of the three, my favorite is the Jolteon. The Jolteon is going to be a 500 plus card for, in my opinion, a couple weeks. It might be 200 plus. 500 might be a stretch, but the reason is, again, it's a mimic of the Gold Star, so people are going to use that as a price point for it. Jolteon is my favorite evolution. It's a good one to like. It's a good one to like. Okay, now we have the Eevees. So there are two Eevee SARs in this set. And I saw a lot of people complaining about it. Like, why is there two? It's dumb. They basically look the same. If you play the TCG and you're playing an Eeveelution deck, it makes sense to have two, because then you can have your different styles for your different evolutions. I think Pokemon was smart in doing that. My favorite Eevee evolution is Jolteon, so I hope it's cheap as fuck. It might be. I don't think it's going to be. Only because it's that Gold Star mimic. Ashley wants both Eevees. They're sick. I'm going to place this Eevee at 100 plus. And I'm placing this Eevee at 50 plus. And the reason why is because this Eevee right here, the crown is a little more front and center, while this one has some nice stuff going on in the background. I think this one's going to float around like $90, $95. It's close to the 100 mark, but I don't think it's going to pass 100. And I think this one will pass 100. Because you're definitely going to see people favoring one over the other. and that'll always have that price float a little bit for the other one. Flareon. Flareon is 200 plus. Out of all three of them, I think Flareon is going to be worth the least. I've said this before on stream. I think this card is the most mid-looking out of all the evolutions. That's just my personal opinion. The only thing I like about this card is the ring and the fire circling. I don't like the actual way they position the Pokemon on it. Food Eevee greater than other Eevees? The Food Eevee is great. Jolteon. Here we go. Jolteon gets S tier for sure. $500. It will be expensive. Jolteon is going to be one of those cards that when it is pulled in English, it is going to be sent to PSA immediately, praying for a PSA 10, and you will see this card for like $1,200 in a 10. Palafin. Now this Palafin is one that, like, I want this Palafin so badly to be a $50 plus card, but we know how Pokemon works, and I'm pretty sure this card's going to be 25 plus on release. If I pull Sylveon or Jolteon, I will lose my marbles and never sell. I wouldn't blame you. I wouldn't sell either. This Palafin on release should be 50 plus. The art on it is beautiful. It is a nice throwback card to the artist. However, we know how the Pokemon community is, and I'm still going to speculate that it's a 25 plus card. I heard a lot of people love it. Oh, it's for sure a fan favorite. But the problem is, again, the amount of people and the amount of SARs in here and the amount of hype people are having for the SARs in here, cards like this are just going to be overshadowed. That's my only problem with it. Otherwise, I would put it in like 50 to 100, guaranteed. I just know how people are, unfortunately. What's going on, buddy the Doge? How we doing? I personally love the Blood Moon. The Blood Moon art is so cold. It is absolutely insane the way they did it. I would love to see more art like that in the future. Same thing with the Roaring Moon. I think it's absolutely filthy. Such good art. Who is this? Celerouge? Is that what it's called? Gothic Mega Man is who he is. Again, art's disgusting. 25 plus. It hurts me to say that because I saw this art and I was like, this card is disgustingly good looking, and it's unfortunate that the Cerulege, that's what it is. Cerulege. Cerulege 50 plus. I wish. Like I said, I think these two cards deserve to be 50 plus on release, but I already know that it's gonna be these cards, to be honest, will probably be like $10 to $12 cards after a couple weeks. I like art of the Mon just chilling in their environment. Bonus points of other Mon can be seen in the background. So much cooler, in my opinion, than SIRs and full arts. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of art that goes unnoticed. And that's one reason, too, why the Bubble Mew is so expensive right now. Is because the art is great. It has all of those features and is an SAR, you know? It's got all the Pokemon hanging out in the background. It's got the little Wooper fearing for his life. Who is this person? The name, I can't think of the name right now. This little ugly person. Kieran 50 on release, then dropped to like 35. Kieran, that sounds, you know what, Muns? That sounds pretty accurate. That sounds pretty accurate. Bubble Mew is a god tier card. To this day, I have still yet to open any Paldean Fates. And it's not because I couldn't get my hands on any. It's just because I never really had the desire to open it. Now I kind of want to open it a little bit. I think the reason I didn't open it, really, is because I opened a lot of Shining Fates when that came out. And so the baby shinies just don't do it for me. Kieran 100 plus, I don't know, I have a weird feeling. It very well could. Again, this is all speculation, so it's like, you might be right, Mr. Hoop. I didn't realize how expensive Bubble Mew got until today. It is wild how much that card has been going up in price. Daddy, I'm getting quite a bit TCG Pocket Scrimson for the tourney. That's good. That's what we like to hear. Speaking of the tournament for TCG Pocket, if you are interested in participating in a TCG Pocket tournament, go to Ryan's Discord, Cool Trainer Ryan's Discord, and there's a TCG Pocket channel. I made a post in there. All you got to do is click on the little check mark underneath the post, and that'll enter you in for the tournament. So I'll probably close the submissions this weekend for participants, and then next week I will make up a little bracket for it and figure out which way I'm going to do it. We're either going to do it one or two ways. We're going to have people friend each other and verse each other best of 3, or I'm going to have a passcode for people to use. So we'll see. Only SIR from Paldean Fates I pulled. I forgot Clive was in there. I forgot the little rat bastard was in there. Lauren says she's going to beat Ark's ass in the tournament. What's going on, Squirtle Gang? How we doing? Gengar VMAX is up to 4-4. I know, it's crazy, right? Giratina closing in on 400. It is wild to me that the Gengar VMAX actually dipped above the Giratina. It's absolutely insane. A lot of those Sword and Shield alt arts are seeing a very big rise right now. Which I believe on last stream we talked about this a little bit. I said a lot of these cards are going to be on the rise for the next few months. And right now is a very smart time to go on to TCG Player, go on to other websites, eBay, wherever you want to buy cards, and start looking at the prices for Sun and Moon and X and Y singles. Because they're probably going to dip a little bit, and you might be able to get your hands on some cards that you couldn't really get your hands on, last year. When is this tournament? Next week sometime, J-May. I'm assuming I'm going to start it next, maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, something like that. It's not going to be all in like one day type of deal. It's a very relaxed tournament, very relaxed style tournament. It's for everybody to, mostly have fun, but there is a prize. So, Gengar is beautiful. It is. The Gengar is very beautiful. Blood Moon Ursaluna. This is going to be a 100+ card, in my opinion. I don't think it'll hit the $200 mark, but on release, I think it will hit over 100. I have a little confidence in it, just because of the art style. It's gonna be tough to like determine. I think this Blood Moon is gonna definitely dip down to like $25 though. I've not been able to play the game yet, so I'll try to get some practice beforehand. Yeah, Jamie. I mean, it's super easy, and there's a lot of meta decks right now. So, and they give you a lot of packs at first, opening it up. So, all you gotta do is basically hit an EX, essentially, from opening packs, and that'll be the deck that you can play. That's kind of how the game is right now. Sylveon is going to be 500 plus. This card is beautiful. This is my top 3 chase for the set. I think this card is going to be doing hella numbers. And it's going, I don't think it's going to stay at 500. I think this card will definitely dip down to like this mark. But I think on release, it's going to be doing numbers. I forgot what this fucking thing is called. Oh, what is it? It's the thing with the horns. That's a lot of money if you hit a god pack. Yeah, I don't know. Can we switch up the decks we play in the tournament? Yep, so the best 2 out of 3, you'll be able to switch into your decks. I think the rule I'm going to make is you can play best 2 out of 3. If you do switch your deck, you can't switch your decks back type of deal. So you got to use different decks. You either use one deck the whole time, or if you do switch a deck, you can't switch back. Iron Crown, that's what it is. Yeah, this card I think you'll definitely see at the $100 plus mark on release. And then it'll float down to maybe the $45 mark, maybe $55 mark. There's one specific deck I want to build, but I am missing one card, and it's eating my brain up because I can't seem to pull it, and it's expensive with pack points. They definitely need to do something about the pack points in TCG Pocket, because even for just a basic rare card, it's 150 points. I think that's a lot, considering that you only get like 5 points per pack you open. It's ridiculous to me, especially for people that just truly want to build decks. Switching decks in a tournament, Lauren? This card, it's the Gardevoir. What is it? Iron Valiant? Is that what it's called? Iron Valiant. This card is, and I kind of agree with Mr. Hoot, this card's going to float around like here for release. I want to say 200, but I think honestly it might be like a $180 card. I can definitely see it being like 180 bucks on release. All right, my children, be safe. Have a good one, buddy. Enjoy. Don't let Trapgasm put you in a trunk. Let's see. Sandy Shocks. Sandy Shocks. 25 plus, maybe a $45 card-ish. You think $50 plus? How much was the Sandy Shocks when it came out in, what was it? What set was that? Because I know it was kind of expensive at first. What set did it come out in? It wasn't Obsidian, right? It was, oh no, it was Paradox, right? It was Paradox Rift. Yeah. Paradox, yep. It was sitting up there for a little while, and then it dipped. What's it sitting at now? It's like a $6 card now. It's like a $6 card. So, I'm gonna say it's probably around here, to be honest. This one kind of looks the same. The Toidle. Now, I need your opinion, chat. Do you think this Terapagos looks better than the one in Stellar Crown? Because that's the trouble I'm having. I like the format of the one in Stellar Crown. And this one just feels a little too like the diamonds are the main part of the card. It just feels really weird. Can't even see what's going on with that card. I agree. I agree. So I think this card, especially because we already got a Terapagos, I think this card is going to be sitting pretty around 50 plus. Terapagos 25 plus. Yeah, I think it's going to float down after release, for sure. I think you'll see it in, like, in this kind of $50, $55 thing, and then it's going to go down to, like, 25-ish. Because we saw the other Terapagos over 100 for a little while. So I think this one's going to be kind of staling around there. I hate cards where you can't even tell what's happening. Yeah, they're good. All right, here's the one. Here's the boy. I mean, that's a no-brainer, right? Are any of these illustrated by Kanda or Komiya? I do not know. I'm gonna be honest with you. I do not know. I do love the vast amount of difference between the art styles in this set, which shows that they had a lot of different artists, obviously, doing it. But I just love that everything kind of looks a little different. I've always been a huge Umbreon fan, so I'd be happy to pull it. This Umbreon on release, it's so hard for me to say what it's actually going to be priced at. I believe people are selling it pre-release right now for like, what? Like close to 600, something like that. I just can't imagine what it's actually going to be selling for, but you know it's going to stick around 500 for pre-release. Dragapult. I love this card. I think this card is beautiful. And unfortunately, this card probably will not see much love. First PSA 10 is going to be nuts. Oh my god. The first PSA 10 Umbreon is going to be disgusting. It's going to be abysmal. Yeah, I agree, Muns. I think as much as I love this card, I think it's going to stick around here. Which is great for me. Because I really want this card. I think it's cool. Any of the art that's like this, like the kind of like the shattered different purples and yellows in the background and stuff, I love that. I think it'd be sick to have a whole binder page just like that. To me, it just looks like a full art. That's fair. It definitely doesn't look like it has too much going on. It's going to be hard to tell until we see the texture on it. That'll really determine a lot of the card's worth. Goldango. Now, I love this Goldango art. I don't think this card's going to be $100 plus, though. It might be. Because doesn't Goldango see playability? I might have to put it here, to be honest. I might have to put it right there. Shout out to Frosted Caribou, by the way, who didn't know that the Gimmighoul and Gholdengo cards went together. Little bit of a blunder on her part. Iron Hands. Iron Hands will be a... it's tough. I think Iron Hands might be up here. I know Iron Hands is a very playable card. I think during release, it'll probably be up there like that. With the Ogerpons and Pheasant Dip overshadowed it. Ah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Well, if it's not that playable anymore, I'm putting it in 25+. The Long Neck Boy. What's his name? Roaring Clap or some shit like that. I can't remember his name. Raikou. All right, we're just gonna call him Raikou. This card will be 100+, guaranteed. I'm a dumbass not knowing that either. But I don't collect that Pokemon. Not Roaring Clap. Hands definitely 100+. Yeah. Raging Bolt 200+. It very well could be on release. The only reason I don't think it will be is because we've seen a lot of... Well, how much is the Raging Bolt now? Oh. I almost deleted them. Let me look. Raging Bolt. It's still up there. Oh. Oh, it's still up there in price. Yeah, I mean, then, yeah. I have no problem putting it in 200+ right now. It's like a $75 card right now, the other one. That's crazy. Roaring Moon is definitely going to be 100+. I don't think it'll hit the 200 mark. Even though I love the art. And then we have this mask, which I think it's fair to put it in the 50+. I know the teal mask is popular, right? Just gotta work watching as I let my car warm up. What's going on, TL? I hope work was good for you. So yeah, this is the list based on speculation. I will save it. I will save it, and then once the English set releases in January, we will go back to this list on release week. We will put them in the order in which the prices are, respectfully, and then we will compare this list to what they were. And we'll see what we were right about. And I think moving forward, I'm going to do this for every set. I think this is fun. I think it's fun to speculate and not get... Because, you know, there's a lot of investor communities, there's a lot of videos out there where you see people talking about the prices of cards and stuff, and they get heated over it. And I think it's more fun to just do it this way and to talk to the community about it and see how, you know, just see our opinions on the cards. People that get heated over the prices of them on speculation are just not, you know, what are you doing? They're just not all there. Everything is going to be $100 plus. Change my mind. You might be right. You very well could be right. A lot of these I'm basing off of my past knowledge with certain cards that were like that release week and stuff, and that foot one is going to be 1K. That's wild. Hey, but you know what? To the right buyer, Breck, you know what I'm saying? To the right buyer, which is me. You know what I'm saying? To the right buyer, which is me. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, let us move on to our next tier list. I actually love this set. In the beginning, I thought it was going to be an Eevee set and a little extra. I completely agree, Mr. Who. And I think that Rock Sandy said it best, that there is a little bit of everything. Or there's a little bit of something for everyone in this set. I think Rock was just saying that. I believe Rock was just saying that mostly because of a specific card. But in any case, you know, I truly do think that there is a little something for everyone in this set. And this is just the SARs. We're not even talking about the Pokeballs, the Master Balls. How much is the Umbreon Master Ball going to be? Ooh, that's a good question. 300. I'm locking 3. No, well, actually, you know what? In Japanese, it's probably going to be like fucking 500 plus. At first. I think it might dip to be around 300, but on release, it's going to be 500 plus. Those Master Balls are going to go insane in price, especially in English, because we've never had something like that before. Again, it truly depends on how textured they are. I was speaking to Man of Integrity about this the other night. And it's like, it could be really good. It could be because we've never had English. But if the texture is off on them, if it's not as textured as the Japanese ones, then we're just not going to see the same pricing, you know? It has a bong, so 2K. It's fair. I think every Eevee Master Ball is going to be 300 plus. You very well could be right. Very well could be right. You're going to see the Master Balls too, all the Evolution ones. Somebody's going to get them, and they're going to grade them all in 10s, and it's going to be like $5,000. It's going to be insane. I don't know how ready I am for this set. But I will say that this set is going to give a lot of people a lot of content for a long time. And I like that. I like that there's going to be something fresh in the community that gives a lot of people content. It's fun. And then we have the black and white set coming out, which is going to feature exclusively black and white Pokemon and trainers and things like that, which is hype. And then we have the like trainer sets coming out, which are going to feature trainers and their Pokemon. And then we're going to have the Team Rocket set coming out. And then there's another set. I can't remember what it was. It was something like something air something or whatever. Pokemon trademarked it. But we have a lot to look forward to. I can't wait to become a Flipper Dipper G-baller. Does anyone know if you can name your memberships on YouTube? Like how on Twitch you can name your subscribers? Because if I can name my memberships when I get them on YouTube, I will name mine Flipper Dipper G-ballers. In a heartbeat. Yes? What's going on, Ash? How are we doing? Back to the shadows? Alright, see ya. Crown Zenith pull rates or current pull rates will decide price too. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. with these specialty sets, you always see a huge price gouge, and then you see a giant dip. The only difference with this set, though, too, is how much, like, variety there is. You know? Is this going to show me the images? No. It's not. It's not going to pop up with them. That's fine. It has to come back. Ash, they're calling you. Alright, let's do our next tier list. This one was a live one. And this is Awful Fandoms. Awful Fandoms. So, we have a list of fandoms here. And we will be going through and listing which ones are okay, more annoying than not. Things like that. You just learned about it today, Lauren? Wow. It is delish. It's like chicken French. Chicken French is a dish that we only have up here as well, and it slaps. Alex Jones fandom. Alex Jones fandom is, for the memes, I would put not that bad. For the memes, I would put not that bad. However, if we're talking about, like, diehard fans, I'm going to have to put it in very off-putting. Anime fans. Anime fans. I can't put this one in not that bad. Garbage. Human garbage. I can't put this one in not that bad because there are some wild anime fans out there. I'm going to put this one in obnoxious but harmless. I think that's fair. Here we go. I've been waiting for this one. I've been waiting. Oh boy, I've been waiting for this one. I own an iPhone. I own an iPad. I have a PC. However, if there's one thing I cannot stand, it is people who think that their product is superior than another product simply because they're told that and because of the price point on it. Apple fandom, diehard Apple fans, are human garbage. Bold and brass belongs in the trash. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. Again, I have an iPhone. I love it. I never thought I'd make a switch to one, but when I did, I was like, this is great. But never in my life would I shit on somebody for having a different phone because my dick is quite that small. That's just, that makes no sense to me, you know? Let people live their life. You can't put Apple above Alex Jones? That's fucking nuts. Watch me. Oh, never mind. I found a fandom that I hate even more than Alex Jones. Oh, Ben Gotti, a.k.a. Ben Shapiro. True InfoWars is garbage. Oh, I agree InfoWars is garbage. I agree it's garbage. However, I didn't put it in human garbage only because of the slight bias I have for the memes. I use Apple because they are useful for the deaf. That's very true, Troy. Very true. And like I said, I love Apple too. Like, I love my phone. I love the features. But I'm not going to sit there and pretend like the Apple community is tolerable. Ben Shapiro, human garbage community. I think it's weird. His sister's got some... You know what I'm saying? His sister, though. Lauren, you be turning me gay. That is wild. Bernie Sanders fandom. I mean, it's annoying. Is it as annoying as Ben Shapiro? No. Absolutely not. I haven't heard anyone talk about Bernie in a long time. That's what I'm saying, Breck. Like, it's not really that crazy. I'm gonna put this in slightly off-putting. Is that Beyonce? The Beyonce culture doesn't bother me too much. I'm meant to put Beyonce in the same category as Bernie Sanders. Well. This goes in the same category as Alex Jones. Oh, God. If you think TikTok Skibbity Toilet Brain Rot is horrible on its own, let me introduce you to the Billie Eilish fandom. Billie Eilish is just a horrible person. And any fans of Billie Eilish, you can be a fan of the music, that's fine. I will never disrespect anybody for being fans of a specific song from somebody. But being a fan of her in general, human garbage. This hasn't happened for like 15 years. So I'm going to put it in obnoxious but harmless. I don't hate Billie. What'd she do? She's very opinion driven, and she's even talked shit about some of her fans because of that. Like I said, I don't hate her music, and I actually liked her kind of like a couple years ago, but she's gotten to the point where she's it's just too much, and her fans are even worse. When I hear Billie Eilish, I think of Ash's Ocean Eyes. Huh. Gay. DC. Is there Marvel on here too? There is. Okay. I'm going to put this in slightly off-putting. Alright. I already know that whoever's in this fandom right here is posting death threats on Twitter. I already know that. Human garbage. As a DC fan, I would say very off-putting. What even is that? It's a Doki Doki Literature Club. it's um it's a fetish thing. Newbie says, I feel personally attacked. Doctor Who is very off-putting. I don't care if you enjoy Doctor Who. I'm going to explain why. As someone who has never seen Doctor Who, because I've just had no real attraction to the show or the fandom, I have gotten people in my face yelling about why my life isn't great because I haven't seen Doctor Who. It has happened to me more than once. It is very off-putting. Here's another one. They just keep rolling on it. I tried watching Doctor Who, but I got bored. Pookie Newbie says when they're right. Now this one. It is fair to say that Elon Musk has contributed to certain advancements that make life slightly easier for people. That being said, there is also certain things Elon Musk has done that make me want to take a slow walk into fast traffic. For somebody who should be doing more for the world, he sure spends a lot of time playing Diablo 4 and talking about how hot women are on Twitter. His fandom that likes to ride him is even worse. Human garbage. I don't want to lose social credit by commenting on him. It's okay. We're on YouTube. He can't harm you guys. Come here, guys. Hey, listen. Come here. Children, come here. You're safe. Okay? We're on YouTube. This is an X. Don't worry. Come here. The bad man can't hurt you anymore. Alright? Five Nights at Freddy's. This community, this fandom is weird as shit. I've never understood the hype behind this. But all in all, I would put this in obnoxious but harmless. It's called Twitter. I call it Twitter. It's hard for me to call it X. So I just say Twitter. Where's Lauren? Where's Lauren? Straight attacking my kid with that Five Nights at Freddy's? Listen, alright? Like I said, it's obnoxious, but it's harmless. Alright, Fortnite. The Fortnite fandom. I wouldn't put this in human garbage. But I wouldn't put it in obnoxious but harmless. I'm going to put it in slightly off-putting. Because it's very... There, believe it or not, there are some people, some grown-ass adults, some men, alright? And some women, and some men who think they're women, that have given me a horrible Fortnite experience. Because as soon as they die in the game, or if I messed up in the game, they would scream at me. That being said, I've also had some good experiences. So, I'm going to have to put this in slightly off-putting. I don't know what this says. The kids busting out the dance moves? Yeah, that's a whole other thing. Fortnite haters are worse than the Fortnite fandom. That is very, very, very true, Breck. You are absolutely correct with that. Let people have fun playing their video games, you know? What is that? I have no idea what this says. I'm going to skip it for now. Who the fuck is that? Who is that? That is, stop it. That's Joe. That is not Joe Rogan. What happened to my man? Is that the UFC guy, Dana White? I've seen news radio. That's not Joe Rogan. Well, well, well. What's going on, Ebony? How we doing? You know, I think Lauren's right. I think this is Joe Rogan. The Joe Rogan fandom is also human garbage. Who the fuck is this guy? The Tumblr girlies photoshopped Joe Rogan with more tattoos. I don't know. Jordan Peterson? Oh. Human garbage. I miss the old Kanye. Yo, Kanye. Let me tell you something about Kanye. Alright, Kanye fandom. There ain't no other man on this world doing what Kanye does. Do you have Billy in human garbage? I do, Ebony, and I stand by it 100%. I do. This is going by Kanye's fandom. If it was Kanye himself, it would be going straight in human garbage. But it is Kanye's fandom. I'm going to have to put it in slightly off-putting. Who? Oh, the Kardashians. I love me some Billy. This has got to be false. The Kardashians. Listen, I love me some drama. But if you're a fan of the, like, if you are a fan of the Kardashians, you're human garbage. Oh, is there another tier? Can I put something above human garbage? Is there a way I can move this up one? League of Legends might just be the most toxic game in the history of technology. It might just have the worst fandom in all of history. And that's saying something, because there were fans of like Mussolini and shit. And yet, for some reason, League of Legends fans and players just seem to exceed that in the most horrific ways possible. How did they hurt you? The League community, Ebony? I've seen the chats, alright? You guys think Call of Duty lobbies are bad? Join a League of Legends match. I've seen the chats. There are people who have killed themselves over this game. Human garbage. Marvel. This is why I put DC in slightly off-putting, because the Marvel fandom is very off-putting. Marvel fanboys a bitch about DC fanboys so much more than the opposite. What is this? Hey now, listen. I'm not saying anything about like the enjoying the comics, doing things like that. I'm talking about the people who sit there and they're straight up like, "This is terrible," you know. DC this, blah blah blah, like all this. It's just, it makes no sense to me. Just enjoy what you like to enjoy, you know. Is that Carrot Top? Is that a mosh pit? Let's go find our own tier list. Actually, we don't need this. I believe this is referring to maybe metal. Maybe like going to concerts. Is that what it's referring to? Because this might be my first Not That Bad, if that's the case. I do have a friend who goes to concerts regularly, and the only obnoxious thing about it is they constantly are like, "Why don't you want to go to a show? Why don't you want?" And it's like, because I don't want to be around a bunch of sweaty people that I don't know. All right, I barely want to be around myself when I sweat. Why would I want to be around them? You know, so not that bad. Minecraft. Obnoxious but harmless. Well, well, well. What do we have here? I'm going to need you to hear me out real quick, chat. I'm going to need you to hear me out. There is two different sides to this. Right? There is children to adults that like My Little Pony specifically because it is adorable to them and because there is jokes. That's fine. There is another spectrum, and I use the word spectrum very literally here, of people who refer to themselves as bronies, who dress up as furries, and who use this as a sexual endeavor for their own gratification. So which one do you want me to rank it on? Because there's two different places this is going. People are weird. I agree, Ebs. People are very weird. AKA deviants, yes. That one mass shooter who was obsessed with My Little Pony. Chris Chan, also obsessed with My Little Pony. Based on that, I would say the regular fandom, just the regular people that like My Little Pony, it's not that bad. However, we're not looking at the regular fandom, right? There's a regular fandom for all of these. We are looking at the hardcore fandom for this. Human garbage. Nintendo. Boy, oh boy, do I have an opinion about this. I think Nintendo fans, as a whole, aren't bad. I think die-hard Nintendo fans are pieces of shit. There is a difference between enjoying Nintendo because of the exclusive games, because of the simplicity of the system, because of the uniqueness that they bring to the gaming world, and then there's the fans that completely just shit on every single other person because they believe that their opinion on something is completely correct. You see this in Pokemon, you see this in Kirby, you see this in Animal Crossing, you see this in Mario, you see this in the Super Smash Brothers community. as a whole, Nintendo fans are... Hello, Scarlet. Nintendo fans are human garbage. Sonic, yes. Sonic's just a completely different breed. PewDiePie community. Ooh. I haven't bought a new Nintendo game since Scarlet and Violet release. I forgot what the last one I bought was. Now, this one's hard for me to rank. I don't think I can put his community in his fandom, his diehard fans, in the same category as Alex Jones. I think I'm gonna have to put it in slightly off-putting. Oh, well. Look what we have here. Yeah, I think the PewDiePie fandom now is just so much, like 100% more relaxed than the other ones. Well, you guys. Alright, you all said it for me. I agree. What is this? Is this K-pop? Is this K-pop fandom? I'm gonna put Obnoxious but Harmless. You're learning a lot of... Is that BTS? I think it was, yeah. I'm just gonna generalize K-pop into it. You're gonna learn a lot about me on this stream, based off of this list. I watched season 1 of Rick and Morty, and I thought it was alright. I thought it was cool. And then I decided to look up Rick and Morty online, and I didn't think it was possible for people to be so obsessed over such a mid cartoon. The fandom for this thing is absolutely insane. They're like, well, you just don't understand. You don't understand. It's the artistic vision of this episode, and the way that they spoke these certain lines into this episode. It makes it so that, no, you're wrong. The dude that made this show was drunk, and I'm pretty sure he's a pedophile, right? So, well, what are we talking about? You know, human garbage. Sherlock. I don't know too much about this fandom. I really don't know too much. Maybe it's more of a British thing. I'm gonna put it in Obnoxious but Harmless. Speak of the devil and he will appear. If I could make a list above human garbage, it would be League of Legends, Ben Shapiro, and Sonic all sitting there together. The Sonic fandom is some of the most degenerate, vile, disgusting pieces of human trash that have graced God's green flat earth. It is wild. It is cringe. I have seen more racist and sexist Sonic memes than I have any other memes in the entire planet. What about Sammy? Who's Sammy? So this goes in human garbage. Star Trek. To be honest, I would put not that bad for this one. I don't really know anyone who argues with each other about Star Trek. Oh, that kid that raged about the Sonic games? Yes. Okay, I know who you're talking about. Yo, that kid's a G. Thank you again for attacking my 8-year-old child that loves Sonic. When he's older, he'll understand. I'm going to put Star Trek in not that bad. I don't think this fandom really argues. Yeah, there you go, Ebony. Ebony explained it. I've never seen, like, Star Trek beef. I mean, can you blame them? Really? Can you really blame them? They're afraid to interact with other people in general. So why would there be beef in the first place? Star Wars. All right. I'm just going to say this. And this is going to be quick. I like every Star Wars movie. I enjoy every single Star Wars movie because it's just fun to me. What I don't enjoy is some dude who's like 55 years old telling me, well, actually, the original trilogy, it's it's just a masterpiece. Like, shut the fuck up, bro. I don't want to see little puppet ships flying through the air like that all the time. I want to see action. I want to see Daisy Ridley sitting there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't matter to me. I'm having fun either way. So, I'm going to put this in, unfortunately, very off-putting. Even though I love Star Wars. Prequels greater. There it is. Steven Universe. I'm going to put this in obnoxious but harmless. Supernatural. Now, in my best Chris Collinsworth impression. Now, here's a guy. Supernatural fandom is weird and cringe to me. It is weird and cringe. The new ones are really bad, though. I had fun with them. They could be bad. Maybe I'm not a die-hard fan of it. But because of that, that's why I'm putting it in very off-putting. Hot take, I didn't mind the newer movies. I didn't either. I didn't mind them. I thought they were a fun watch. But I can see to hardcore fans maybe why it's bad. Disney bad. You know, Disney World bad. You know. I'm not weird and cringe, bro. Step off. I'm going to explain why, J-May. The Supernatural, I have seen maybe 7 seasons of this. How many seasons of this are there? Fucking 45? I lost track. But I will say it is extremely embarrassing for a fandom when people are upset that a certain character didn't take their shirt off. Wow, I'm explaining Ryan's community. Holy shit. Well, there's only 15, 16 is on its way. Ah, gotcha. Also, welcome in, JP Gaming. Hope you're doing well. That being said, despite all of that, I guess they would go in obnoxious but harmless. Someone sounds like a hater. Listen, I'm not disagreeing that I'm not saying the show is bad. I agree that the show is good. I'm saying that the fandom is a little weird. So much so that they made episodes based on the fandom, based on the show. And to me, that's really weird. So I'm putting it in slightly off-putting. Where my where my Swifties at in chat? Hey, where's my punching his ticket to the haters ball? Hey, where my no one? Alright. Me either. Alright. Moving on. The Office. As somebody who was part of this hardcore fandom for a while, I look back at that and think it's cringe as fuck. But I don't think it's that bad. I don't think there was anything wrong with being a big fan of the show. I think the biggest issue was seeing people that were into this fandom arguing who knew more about the show. And to me, that was weird. Haters gonna hate. Love this show. I think the fandom, though, is a little cringe. It goes in slightly off-putting for me. I see nothing wrong with the Undertale community. While they are pretty obnoxious, I think they're harmless. We're going to skip this one. We're going to go to Homestuck real quick. I don't know what this is, so I'm going to put it in very off-putting because I don't know what it is. Wrestling. You couldn't beat Undertale, Lauren? Come on. I know you could beat it if you tried. Stanley Hudson is my spirit animal. That's fair. The wrestling community. If we were talking like... No, it would still be horrible. It's very off-putting to me. There's my list. What would you change on this list, chat? Hold on, I'll be right back. 2 seconds. I had to give the little cat some water. She just kept staring at me and meowing. He left to get SIGs. GG, everyone. Smoke break. Oh, you want a smoke break, Lauren? Is that what you want? Say less. Say less. No, no, no. I insist. I insist. Oh, let's see. What are we doing today? What are we going to show you today? I feel like the Cardconomist... Can I just say something real quick? I feel like he's been live for like 2 weeks straight. Anytime I click on YouTube, this man is live. It is wild. That man is committed to selling his Pokemon cards. I will say that. It is commercial time. The Evolutions boxes. That's one thing you can say about this stream here, right? Anytime you come onto this channel as a viewer and you open it up, there's always something different. There's always something changing. Something a little acoustic happening, you know? Is there a list for this? Let me see. Let us take a little gander. Beautiful. Perfect. This one works. Alright. I have a little special commercial for you guys today. GG, get gone. We want commercials. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. On my way. Enjoy.
ねえねえ、私のポケットモンスターと勝負しない？
あんただれ？
モンスター全部で150種類。通信ケーブルでモンスター取り替えっこ。スーパーゲームボーイならカラーで綺麗。仲間が増えるロールプレイング。ポケットモンスター。赤を買うか緑を買うかちょっと違うよ。
Hey, little buddy, want a ride? Yeah, whatever. I'll be right back.
Where can you catch all 150 Pokemon? On your Game Boy, that's where. Pokemon for Game Boy is here. With both packs, you can catch them all. Games and systems sold separately.
今度映画公開記念で出るポケモンってピカチュウが初めから出てるピカチュウバージョンなんだよね。ずるいよねあいつばっか。
ピカチュウさん人気ありますから。
当然ポケモンスタジアム対応だしにゃ。羨ましすぎるよにゃ。
ガンモン。
おやいしおやいし。
ゲームボーイポケットモンスター新発売。
応援してますよ。
Look who's back. And this time, the two of you are partners in the latest installment of the Pokemon saga. It's Pokemon Yellow, the special Pikachu edition for Game Boy Color, where it's you and Pikachu catching as many as you can together. Look for the Pokemon Yellow Bundle Pack. It includes a limited edition Pokemon Game Boy and Yellow Game Pack.
Pikachu, let's play. Pikachu, dance.
I can't take it anymore.
Reel it in.
He talks to Pikachu, Pikachu listens.
Pikachu, come here.
Meanwhile, I'm getting fat. I walk myself. Where's the love?
AU Pikachu for N64. Rated E for everyone. Good for you, bad for pets.
Looking for love here.
Special Pikachu Edition N64 at participating retailers.
Let's play. You gotta see this. I need witnesses. Pikachu, over here. It listens. If only my family would. What? I'm talking to Pikachu, my new best friend. Watch this. Pikachu, come here. Pikachu, good job. Pikachu hears what you say. Hey. Hey, move. Pikachu. My sister, the Pokemon Master. Bulbasaur. Shh, don't confuse them. Pikachu understands almost 200 words. My sister knows like 12. You have to use the microphone. Hey, watch. Pikachu, this way. See, unlike my sister, a direct response. The more you talk to Pikachu, the better friends you get to be. Pikachu, Oddish. See? Pikachu trusts me. That's because Professor Oak's always there to help. Sometimes friends are good to have. Of course, that totally depends on the friend. Dude, what's this? It's Hey You, Pikachu. Dude, can I play? Now I'm everybody's best friend. Okay, first, it's a one-person game. And second, you have to get Pikachu to trust you. Things like that don't just happen overnight. Dude, so can I play? I'm telling you, this takes patience. Patience is a virtue. Once you get Pikachu to trust you, there's all kinds of games to play and things to do. Like searching for buried treasure, and having picnics, or going fishing. Pikachu, pull harder. See? Pikachu listens and does stuff that you tell it to. It's way cooler than just a game. It's just like having a pet. Without the litter box.
Has anyone seen my good barbecue tongs? What did I say? No WWF. What's this?
Now Mom wants it. It's Hey You, Pikachu, my new best friend. You talk to Pikachu. And he actually listens. Watch. Pikachu, carrot. Dude, he didn't do it. It's just like the cartoon. Sometimes Pikachu only does what he wants. How do you know he's a he? Maybe Pikachu's a she.
Whatever, can I play?
Pikachu, carrot. Patience. It's all about patience. Mostly it's about fun. And if I were a commercial, I'd say,
Comes complete with microphone, N64 game pack with built-in voice recognition system, and of course, your new best friend, Pikachu.
Get Pikachu to come to you.
no, have Pikachu smash a pinata. Pikachu, there! This is a dream come true. Pikachu being my best friend, I mean. All you have to do is bring him home and just say, hey you, Pikachu. Can I play now?
Get your own game.
Pikachu, let's play. Pikachu! Hey guys.
Get out of here. You don't know how to play.
Introducing the Pokemon trading card game for Game Boy. You can learn all the secrets and strategies you'll need to become a true Pokemon Master Trainer, rated E for everyone.
Ha! A Thunder Punch combined with the paralyzing attack move makes Electabuzz arguably the best all-around Pokemon in the game.
Limited edition card inside. Gotta catch 'em all.
Today's assignment, photograph the elusive Pokemon. How do you do it? You're gonna be fast. Ah! You need a keen eye, the best equipment, and lightning-quick reflexes.
No, you don't. All you need is Pokemon Snap, the first Pokemon game for N64. Find them, frame them, and shoot. You can even bring your Snap cartridge to a participating Blockbuster Video and print out stickers of your favorites.
Doesn't look like they're coming out today. Hard luck.
Pokemon Snap, gotta catch 'em.
Game Boy Color.
お客さん、ポケモン関係忙しいでしょ。
そうだにゃ。ポケモンピンボールも出るしにゃ。
振動カートリッジ採用。ゲームボーイカラーポケモンピンボール。
しびれますね。
Game Boy Color.
お客さん、見た顔だけど、ポケモン関係忙しいでしょ。
そうだにゃ。ポケモンピンボールも出るしにゃ。しかも震えるカートリッジなんだよにゃ。
しびれますね。
けどにゃ。151匹登場でオイラが主役じゃにゃいんだよにゃ。
よかったら、夜明けの海でも見に行きますか。
おやしい。
ゲームボーイカラーポケモンピンボール振動カートリッジで登場。
いいですよ。
Which Pokemon has bumpers and flippers? All of them. Introducing Pokemon Pinball, now with its own Rumble feature for Game Boy Color. The new way to catch 'em all.
A battle looms over this place. It's a battle for destiny, a battle for glory, a battle for...
Pokemon Stadium, the place to prove you're the ultimate Pokemon trainer. You can upload your Game Boy Pokemon onto your N64, then, for the first time ever, battle in 3D.
Then a conquering hero is raised to victory. Sky high.
Rated E for everyone.
mastered blue. You've triumphed over yellow. You've caught them all. And now you're ready for the next step. Welcome to the world of Pokemon Gold and Silver. Tons of new Pokemon, new adventures, and worlds to explore. New badges to collect. So you've got to ask yourself, have you got what it takes? Pokemon Gold and Silver, rated E for everyone. Gotta catch 'em all.
もしもし、うちでポケモンスタジアムしない？やったー。おじさんのば。ゆき、ピカチュウ。け、マンキです。バトル、ミニゲーム、図鑑。おじさん、技チェック。なるほど。技に。一本。私にも勝てました。いろんな面白さが集まった任天堂64ポケモンスタジアム金銀クリスタルバージョンにも対応。これが64ピカチュウ。ピカチュウ任天堂64発売中。ピカチュウ。
So, you want to use your gold and silver skills in a 3D world? Well, here's a thought. Now you can get Pokemon Stadium 2, the only place you can upload your Game Boy Pokemon onto your N64 and battle with over 250 characters in 3D. You've got skills. Save them for the game. Pokemon Stadium 2, rated E for everyone.
Here it is, guys. Think you can unlock the mystery of the unknown? What do you think those strange markings mean? Just help me push. You can enter the world of Pokemon Crystal, the latest adventure from Johto with an all-new Pokédex. Pokemon Crystal, gotta catch 'em all.
Do you have the skill? Do you have the speed? Do you have the coordination? To be Pokemon Puzzle Master? You have what it takes to face your toughest opponent yet. The Wall. New Pokemon Puzzle League pits you against 16 trainers in Pokemon's biggest challenge of them all, the Wall. Can you master it? A legion of Pokemon say you can. New Pokemon Puzzle League, rated E for everyone, only on N64.
Enter the greatest adventure ever. With more than 100 new Pokemon and new 2-on-2 battling. Pokemon Ruby and Pokemon Sapphire. Only for Game Boy Advance. Enter the greatest adventure ever. With more than 100 new Pokemon and new 2-on-2 battling.
I can't. I can't with the way this guy pronounces Pokemon. He's like Pokemon. The new Pokemon.
Pokemon Ruby and Pokemon Sapphire. Only for Game Boy Advance.
Pokemon Ruby and Pokemon Sapphire. Only for Game Boy Advance. Rated E for everyone.
GameCube.
僕の通信回線がこれで変わる。玉負けか。うちのポケモン変えたよね。
何か秘密があるの？
ゲームボーイアドバンスとゲームキューブ。つなげばポケモンの楽しさがさらに広がる。対戦のベストメンバーを探し出そう。任天堂ゲームキューブポケモンボックスルビー&サファイア。
最近強くなったね。
GameCube.
ちがゲームキューブで白熱のバトル。ゲームボーイアドバンスをつないで君の育てたポケモンで戦え。さらに全く新しい冒険が君を待っている。悪の組織に捕らえられたポケモンたちを救い出せ。対戦も RPG もさらに熱くなる。任天堂ゲームキューブポケモンコロシアム。
Pokemon Coliseum was goated too. Honestly, a lot of that like Game Boy Advance to GameCube transition phrase for like Pokemon was just so good. Everything they did was fantastic. They did such a good job with that. All right. Well, we did all the stuff I wanted to do except one thing. Let me get it up. Let me type it in real quick. I just want to talk about one little video that I thought was kind of funny.
I don't care if I like Dan.
So, you guys know Rattle, obviously. He's talking about Sean's little thing, and I just wanted to show this clip because I thought it was funny the way he worded this. Now, obviously, Rattle does a lot of like these videos when something happens at a card show, people get their products stolen.
That's, we have Pokemon, who says, "Hey guys, I want to start by saying I don't know I will ever recover from this mentally because I am such a full-blown idiot. The bag was gray and not green. I am seeking help. If you were at NJTCG show today from 2 to 2:30 p.m. Eastern, someone stole a bag from me that looks like the one pictured here. It had 3 boxes of sealed evolutions in it that were purchased for $2,500 total. I set them down to take pictures and do some signatures for fans, and when I turned around, it was gone. If you know of or have any info on these, please DM me." So, important to note, he put the "I'm stupid" thing there. That was not me. And you might know Ryan doesn't like me a whole lot. So the Ryan's boys, by proxy, probably also don't like me. But regardless, I don't care if it...
Let's go back to that part real quick, shall we? Let's go back to that part real quick. This is one of the most petty things I have seen in one of his videos. I don't think he needed to say this part. You know what I'm saying? He said the quiet part out loud, you know?
So, important to note, he put the "I'm stupid" thing there. That was not me. And you might know Ryan doesn't like me a whole lot. So the Ryan's boys, by proxy, probably also don't like me. But regardless, I don't care if anyone likes me. I don't care if I like them. If there's a perpetrator that needs to be caught, we're gonna go ahead and do the research that we need to get.
Then there's this comment that he freezes on for a second. Kind of lame, you shat on Rattle a while back. I'm sure he is a guy that could get this sorted for you. Rattle is not going to get anything sorted for anybody and never has gotten anything sorted for anybody. It is the community that searches, that does research, and brings things to him, and then he brings it to light for other people that haven't seen it. Rattle doesn't do dick in this scenario. He is not out there in the streets in the cold with his Nike black Air Forces on, ready to stomp out somebody that took Sean's evolution boxes. That's just not the thing that happens in these scenarios. That's my first point. My second point is him saying that Ryan doesn't like him and therefore Ryan's boys don't like him is factually incorrect, because I am sure that if Rattle gave them the time of day, people like Sean and other people that surround Ryan would kind of like Rattle. But it is because of who they associate with and that who being Ryan, that Rattle has already talked shit about these people in the past. And maybe that's why they don't like you that much, Rattle, because you jump to conclusions before doing your research on people. Daddy, you activated Bixby on my phone with Rattle's name. So, that's something I wanted to show on stream and talk about on stream, because I think it's so, and Ash said it best, it's man-child, it's childish.
Boys fight. No, Ryan doesn't like me a whole lot.
Also, can we just take a moment to talk about Tully's gif here of whatever this is fucking a cement truck?
The Ryan's boys.
I don't quite understand the meaning behind it, but it is a work of art.
By proxy, probably also don't like me. But
and right there too, he smiles when he says Ryan's boys don't like me. Look at Rattle's facial expression right here.
The Ryan's boys, by proxy, probably also don't like me.
There's a smile there, which means he knows by saying this that he's trying to start something. None of us are dumb. We know clearly by your expression that you're wanting something bad to come out of it. It pissed me off watching this part, because I'm like, this man is literally just a pig man-child. A pig trash human man-child. Outstanding gif. It was beautiful. I was about to toss my phone because it recognized Rattle's name instead of mine. He's so cringe I can't handle it. I just don't understand why even bring up Ryan in the first place. All he had to say was, this little thing right here was already in Vault's Instagram photo. This is Cool Trainer Ryan, for anybody wondering. That's it. That's all he had to say. All he had to say. Instead, he decides to, bring out his little feelies. He's skating around with his heelys, telling stories about his feelies. And that's just funny as fuck to me. It's like, come on, man. Also, this little Nurse Joy shirt with the double D E-range titties on it is wild. Man definitely has anime body pillows. 100%. It's not even close. Alright, let's play a little time guesser, and then we will find somebody to raid afterwards. The only reason that's there is because the dude wanted to remain anonymous. What you mean that's his hentai girlfriend? Oh, I forgot, my bad. That must mean those Ukrainian women that he hired as well to shout out his Discord and his videos. Those must be his girlfriends too. You're right. How silly of me. I bet his Heelys have awesome shoelaces though. Well, that I can't deny. Alright? That part I cannot deny. What the hell is going on in this photo? I'm out of the loop. Did he get his bag back? I don't think so, J-May. I believe everything is still missing. I think Sean will probably never get it back. The big thing with these events is when somebody steals something, chances are, as soon as that product is stolen, they're already out the door, they're already in the car, they're either already opening the boxes or they're listing that shit online. You know? If you go to an event like this and you're not holding on to your product for dear life or taking it out to your car and putting it in your car and locking your doors, chances are it's gone. The product's gone. and it will never be found. And even if you find who stole it, if you found the listings, you're not getting that product back. It's just a loss all around. Is that Georgia, Ukraine like yesterday? Is it? Is it Ukraine? I like that answer. I think Georgia. Where's Georgia? Where is that? There it is. March 10th, 2023. That is insanely spooky accurate, and I like it. It's almost 2025. Why not have a dedicated bag for shows like that with an air tag sewn into it? I agree. I just think that when it comes to product that expensive, that you should be able to hold it, even if it costs a fee. Even if it's like a $10 to $20 fee, you should be able to, at the con, at the event, whatever it is, you should be able to have a designated area or a designated team that they write your name down, right? They take a photo of your license, and they have all of that information in a little area where you can store your product, while at the end of the show, you can pick it all up, show your ID, they can confirm it, and you take your product out. There's no reason why that can't be a thing. Or hear me out, you don't put your bag on the ground. I agree as well, Lauren. I agree. Completely agree. I just think it would be smart if these places were like, hey, you know, especially the vendor. The vendor, straight up. Hey, let's, you know, hold this product for you at the end of the day. Put everything in a giant fanny pack. TCG shows would make a killing doing code check type service. I agree, Jimmy. I think it's smart. I think it's extremely smart to be able to give that comfort of protection and liability to somebody when they're trying to go to a show like that and drop thousands on product. Because then you're not liable, right? That little team is liable for it. That's associated with the show. And those people are going to sit there the whole time, so that product's not getting stolen. Damn it, newbie. Newbie, I'm sorry, but the next time Sussy Sunday comes up, I'm gonna have to do you dirty. I'm sorry, brother. Google failed me. See, you can't trust it. You can't trust it. Ash told you it was yesterday. That's true, she did. She was there. I bet that's Ash right over there. Time to travel across the U.S. and start a business. To be honest, it's like the profit. If you were a team, if you had like a team of 4 or 5 people that did this at conventions, the profit might be there to do it. But at the end of the day, these conventions should be the ones just doing it on their own. They already have like specific employees and stuff. It shouldn't cost them any more money. Oh my goodness, where are we? That guy's killed people. That dude's definitely killed people. What is this area? That is Arabic, that's true. Somewhere in here? Pakistan? Ooh. That's a good guess. Is there anything stopping someone from renting a table booth and just doing it on their own? Bring a bunch of lockable totes and have it man the whole show? That is a good question, TL. That is a very fair question. '65, early '70s, late '60s, probably more so. Jamie says Iraq. So we know it's in this area. But there's no real, like, context clues around. I'm going to... You know what? We're going to play the smart game here. Alright? We're going to click here. Because that'll bring us kind of to the nearest point. If we're off or not. Egypt. We were thrown for a loop. TL, I think that would be a great idea, but the problem with that, right, is someone would do it and they would be like, yeah, you can hold your product here. And there's one of two things. You're either going to have somebody that ruins it for everybody else, does the booth, takes people's shit, and leaves. Or you're going to have people competing to do that when they see the idea first. And there's just going to be an excess of people saying, oh, you know, let me hold your product for you. And it'll be a whole thing. Maybe that's needed, though. You know, on the flip side, maybe that's needed. Maybe it'll teach people, hey, hold your own shit, you know? Keep it close to you. Alright, we'll do one more. LA? I wasn't alive. I'm calling cap, Ash. We've seen pictures of you in them from like 1933. $1984? Well, that's different. That's fair. Jimmy said LA. To be honest, where was the Olympics in '84? Jamie said LA. I'm locking in LA. He answered that quick. Sheesh. Man is locked in. Mans was locked in. Most impressive. Alrighty, let me get somebody to send you guys off to for the evening. If there's anybody on. I don't see anybody on, but maybe there's somebody. I don't know who this guy is. Do you guys want to see someone ripping shipping? Do you want to see... You know what? We'll do this guy. I don't know who this guy is, but I'm sure he's a good egg. Alright. Send me into another dimension. There you go, Lauren. Alright. Go raid this guy. Show him a little love. Say Space Daddy raid. Say caw-caw. Say quack quack. Say meow meow. The usuals. Love you guys. I will see you again on... It's Thursday. I'll see you again on Sunday. If not, maybe... Well, you'll definitely see me Sunday. Maybe Saturday, too. I don't know. I kind of want to play a game. So, maybe we'll play a game Saturday. And we'll do a stream Sunday as well. But, alright. Have fun, guys. I will talk to you later. Remember, stay safe. And all you gotta do...